real good feeling. This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you spit. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
Hey guys, what's going on? Smay here, and you're watching today's episode of Water and Crypto. See?
Yes.
Water Jug Gang, baby! Unfortunately, our good friend Jebb is not here today. He is not feeling well. Everyone put bless up Jebb in the chat. Some prayers for Jebb. This is going to be the worst/best episode of Water and Crypto you've ever seen.
You got to make sure to vote on that after.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you let us know what you think, and if this is as bad as I think it's gonna be, let us know. All right. And I'm joined. Hey, don't talk till I introduce you. All right, guys, and I'm joined today by Kinda Crypto Tim. Everybody, hey, welcome to Kinda Crypto Tim.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
Hey, hello.
Smay, is this your first time sitting in the seat?
This is my
for the
first
show?
time sitting in the seat, guys, and I feel powerful. I feel powerful.
I'm excited
and
about
I just
this
wanna
show.
I just want to show something real quick. I want to show something, guys. This is the perks of the seat. You get snacks.
Oh my gosh.
You get snacks for sitting in Jebb's seat.
Jebb has recently seen a dietitian that has told him if the food has the word nut in it, you should eat it.
Lots
What
of
does he?
nuts.
What does he have down there?
Okay, so we got honey nut Cheerios.
Yep.
Ooh.
We got peanut butter. And then just literally an assortment of nuts. So but we love Jebb. We miss him. We want him back. And yeah, so let's get this wait a minute.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yes.
Everybody, let's welcome our good guest, my Padawan, Zach.
Water Jug Gang.
Let's go. He said Water Jug Gang.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go. All right, guys. So let's get this party started here with our first story.
Yes.
Are we doing the Bitcoin mining news?
We are going to talk about Bitcoin mining
All right.
a little bit.
I'm going
yes.
to go ahead and hand it off to Tim, so this doesn't turn into more of a train wreck. So by
Yes.
all means, go ahead, Tim, take it off.
All right, well, this weekend we had some
good
news.
guys.
A couple
My
stories
Padawan,
broke. Again,
Zach.
kind of a boring week in crypto, but we had some stories
Gang.
break about
Let's go.
Bitcoin
He said
mining.
Water
So we're going
Jug
to cover
Gang.
that before we get into our main
Let's
two
go.
stories. And that is going to be the story of what is happening with a prediction from somebody saying that potentially in the next 20 years we're going to see Bitcoin surpass all fiat currency. And then the other news breaking about Polkadot and its relationship with Facebook. We're going to discuss that here in a little bit and do some TA later. But first and foremost, Zach, if you want to go ahead and go to my screen. This weekend we had two news
guys. My Padawan,
that affect
again,
kind of a boring week in crypto, but we had some Industry Association that works Bitcoin mining, crypto mining. Before we get into our neighboring Kazakhstan has attracted many crypto mining firms as they look for new prediction from So we're going to
from
read
somebody
article
saying that
nice and
potentially
short,
next
just the way
20
I
years
like it.
see Bitcoin
There's a Russian
surpass
Crypto
all
Industry
fiat currency.
Association
And
launched
the other
a
news
project to
breaking
attract
about
crypto
Polkadot
mining
and its
firms to the
relationship with
country as
Facebook.
they migrate
We're
away
gonna
from
discuss
China.
that here in a
The
little bit.
Russian
And do some
Association
TA
of
later.
Crypto
But first and
Economics,
foremost,
Artificial
Zach, do you
Intelligence,
wanna
and
go ahead and go to my
Blockchain.
screen?
We
Yes,
already had
two
good
news
news
guys,
happening
my
this
bad
week.
one.
Regional authorities
Yes,
decided
Zach,
state-owned
Polkadot
and
and
Russian
Ethereum
industry
determined
associations
how to
work
bring
to
mining
attract
to
crypto
crypto
mining. The association
neighboring
said
countries
press
Monday.
Monday, and that crypto
going to
mining
be
mining
firms, what is
Rackib or whatever you want to go call that one has already formed several working groups with state-owned enterprises, 20-year companies. There's a Russian Crypto Industry Association launched a project breaking about crypto mining and its relationship with Facebook as they migrate away from China.
that here in a
The
little
Russian
bit.
Association of Crypto Economics and Artificial Intelligence and Blockchain. This is what happens when Jebb is gone. We have moving seats, but we are going to discuss this as Smay walks back in front of the camera. Yes, there we go. We are going to discuss this and the importance of it because, as we've been talking about for a while now, are we good?
Put it in the chat. Are we good?
We good? We good? We good?
I think so. I think it was you had your stream up, so it was playing the audio into the.
I had my stream. Oh, I can't
It
have
was
the
playing
stream
the
on?
audio into the capture card.
What the world? I have it completely off.
Does it sound better now? Stop laughing, guys. Just tell us if it's good.
Did they hear anything I talked about? Zach, did they hear the audio the entire
Yeah,
time?
they could hear it. It was
Yeah,
just,
they could hear it. It was just taking double.
all right, it's fixed. It's fixed.
Nice. So I
All
need to
right,
read it again.
We're ready to
Yeah.
go.
Well, no, you don't need to read it all
Just
over.
just
All right, someone said
just
heard nothing.
summarize.
Tim said, guys, guess what?
Summarize.
We are doing a do-over real quick. I will summarize.
go
Ultimately,
fast.
what we have happening is, and you guys got to read the article even though you didn't hear it very clearly, we have Russia now working to attract some of these off-put Chinese miners, and this is a big story, Smay, that we can discuss here for just a second before we move on, because, ultimately, we are looking at a place where Bitcoin's price is probably going to be affected by what is happening with these miners and if we can create green energy. And something that is really cool about the Russian story is that obviously Russia is a colder climate. It has a lot of access to cheap energy, green energy, in which case it would potentially be a very good place for miners to go. Smay, what are your thoughts about Russia?
I mean, guys, this is probably the smartest decision I've heard from any mining pool trying to go over to, or this is them just trying to get miners over there. But if any mining pool ends up going over to Russia, right? Now, I'm not going to comment on the political side of Russia. I don't know really what that climate looks like right now, but I know the climate, as in the how cold it is in Russia, could benefit to having a lot cheaper and more efficient mining. The reality is you don't have to spend as much money on cooling, and you can just literally, I mean, in the winter, open up the windows. I mean, you got your thing, you got free cooling, right? Yeah. So I think that's just really practical. So, I mean, that's all really I can think of. Also, it's smart on Russia's hand, obviously knowing that if the world's moving towards cryptocurrencies as a whole, get as many miners in your country as possible. That's going to be huge for the future of cryptocurrency in Russia. So, I mean, it's just wise for any country to try to, coerce any mining they can to be done in their country, and they have all kinds of incentives for them. So I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I saw a couple of comments in chat asking us to go back and read that again, so I will do that just so you guys see the full thing of it. So first of all, we got neighboring Kazakhstan has attracted many crypto mining firms as they look for new pastures outside of China. Then we go to the news. It said a Russian Crypto Industry Association launched a project to attract crypto mining firms to the country as they migrate away from China. The Russian Association of Crypto Economics, Artificial Intelligence, and Blockchain, which is Rackib. Rackib sounds too close to other words, is working with federal and regional authorities as a state-owned enterprise to determine how to bring mining to the country. The association said in a press release Monday. Rackib has already formed several working groups with state-owned enterprises and companies in the energy sector, the statement said. So, there's, the article keeps going on, so it wasn't as short as I thought. Do you want to go ahead and read the rest of this article, Smay, or do you want to?
Just get
to
the juicy part.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm not 100% certain exactly where all it says that. What we were talking about is the idea that Russia would be very attractive because of the environmental stuff.
Just sum it up, basically.
Yeah, that's basically it. Just Russia. I mean, it would be nice to have those miners inside the U.S. I think I would be a fan of them being inside the U.S., but it makes a lot of sense for them to go to Russia.
Somebody made a good point. They said Alaska.
Alaska is cold, too.
Alaska is basically Russia, but American. So, I mean, come on, guys.
That is something we should definitely be write a letter to Michael Saylor and get him to open up a new...
move your mining to Alaska, guys. Come on.
For real.
And you know what's crazy about Alaska? This is just a fun fact. They have... a universal base income based on the oil revenue they make. So if you live in Alaska and you're a long-term citizen, you actually just get money every year. That's pretty impressive. Anyways.
All right, now that the stream is back on troll, I got the sound worked out. We are back here. We're going to move on to the next mining story, and that is, I'm sure some of you guys have seen this / heard about it, but is what is happening in Malaysia, where steamrollers are literally taking over and crushing Bitcoin mining computers. So let's go ahead and read this article right here. We got Malaysian authorities seized Bitcoin mining rigs after tip-offs. The rigs were operating by siphoning off electricity illegally from Sarawak, I'm assuming, energy power lines. The rigs were then laid out in a car park, and then the scene videoed was a bulldozer destroying them all. According to a story on CNBC earlier today, which we all know everything CNBC says is completely reliable, is good for your health, and is trying to encourage you day after day, says that cryptocurrency mining is not illegal in Malaysia, but there are very strict laws. We have still problems?
Scroll up on your screen.
Are we still having problems?
No, you're good.
No, we good. Okay. Therefore,
I thought he was doing the wrap it up finger. That's
I know, for real.
Hey.
Okay, so pretty much it says right here, it's not illegal, but there are fines of up to 100,000 Malaysian ringgit. Is that how you say that, man? You think so? Which is about $23,700 and 5 years in prison. That is fun.
There it is.
Therefore, the Malaysian police authorities' response to seizing so many Bitcoin mining rigs came as no surprise. The operation to take down the Bitcoin mining operation was a joint enterprise between the Miri law enforcement authorities and Sarawak energy power lines. Authorities in the northwest of the island of Borneo raided mining farms in 6 separate operations earlier this year. Once they had captured the rigs, the police chose to destroy the mining gear rather than sell it because they were acting in accordance with a court order. The theft of electricity, besides illegally stealing power from the electricity grid, also resulted in 3 houses burning down. According to the police authority in Miri, they have now taken down all illegal mining activity in the area. Given that the theft of electricity was fairly major, around $2 million worth of electricity was actually stolen, the authorities decided to make a show of destroying the rigs. Therefore, all the mining equipment was laid out in the police parking lot, and a steamroller was used to crush them all. So again, we're going to go ahead and stop it right there.
Yeah, that's very
go
extra,
ahead,
guys.
Get back to full screen. That's pretty interesting. Again, just that visual of the steamroller crushing all those computers. That'd be nice to have had those computers and make a little side money of my own, you know?
Yeah.
But Smith, what are your thoughts about what's happening in Malaysia?
It makes sense why they'd be upset. I think part of it was talking about the fact that it's like, hey, they're taking a lot of electricity illegally off the power grid, right?
Yeah.
And it makes sense to be worked up by that, because it's like obviously a lot of people are getting screwed now because these selfish miners, right? But also, I think it's just so incredible that they decided to just make a show of it, because not only is this like to say, hey, we're punishing these people, but we're saying, don't even think about trying to do this in Malaysia, which, obviously sucks for the miners, but I think it's a funny video, and I think it reminds me of that. I don't know if you guys ever remember this video, but it was staged, but the kid who got his video games taken away from his dad, and they piled him up in the lawn, and he ran over with a lawnmower.
I saw the picture.
That's exactly what it's like. Anyway, so we have a super chat.
We have 2 super chats, actually.
Oh, you want to go ahead and read the first one?
I'm doing my best to go back and forth between reading stories and keeping these, but the first one from Bob, which I think is very accurate. He said, "Whiskey and crypto this morning, guys. The audio sounds drunk." And I was not able to hear it, but I'm sure I'll go back and hear it later. But according to what Zach and Smay were saying, that it sounds like it is spot on there, Bob. Next super chat from Jebbi Knight.
I want to read this one. I want to read this one because this is my friend. All right, Jebbi Knight, you might as well be a master. I love you. You spend a lot of money here with us. Anyways, Ozzy Todd, he says, you guys must really have torched the truck over the weekend. Poor Jebby. Oh, and fear the deer, bucks and 6, baby. Mark my words. Can you show me, make sure they're looking in my eyes? Listen. Mark my words. The Suns are going to win the NBA Finals, and the Suns are about to win the next game. Mark my words. Thank you. All right. And also, we didn't even torch the truck. Didn't he win? Didn't he win the prize predictions?
He won last week.
Yeah, he won the Hall Trophy.
It's sitting on his desk.
Yeah. So no, he just got sick. So that's just how viruses and stuff work.
Yeah, but hopefully the plan is, if he's not feeling great tomorrow, he's at the doctor this morning, that's why he's not sitting here or doing something live. I think the plan tomorrow is to do a remote stream. Is that right, Smay?
Yeah, we're going to do a remote stream, kind of like that one where we did on Zoom a while back. It's going to be a little bit better because we're going to prepare for it a little bit more. Yeah. But,
No, this is.
It's just nothing you can do about it.
We found out last night at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
Jebb's like, hey guys, I have a doctor's appointment. I have to go to in the morning. Not gonna be on the show. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it was funny because he messaged me. He was like, time to remote stream. I was like, okay.
Ew.
All right, let's get it.
All right, well, let's move on to what we had going for the stream. So, the first piece of information before we move to, don't go to my screen just yet, Zach, unless you already are, which you might have already been. The first thing that we want to talk about is this idea, potentially, that Bitcoin could maybe pass fiat currency in the next 20 years. I want to read the article and then definitely discuss this. Hear from you guys in chat. What do you guys think? So go ahead and start posting things in chat while we read the article and we can discuss them. Smay, if you want to listen and kind of keep your eye on what's happening there, that'd be awesome. But crypto experts see Bitcoin replacing fiat money in the next 20 years. In a new survey, are we on my screen now, Zach? Sweet. In the new survey, a number of cryptocurrency and fintech professionals expected a hybrid Bitcoinization to take place by 2040. That'll be fun. Yes. Bitcoin's current price slump has failed to dampen some experts' optimism regarding the world's biggest cryptocurrency. In a new survey by personal finance comparison platform Finder.com, half of the respondents believe Bitcoin will surpass fiat money or central bank issued currencies by 2040. While the sampling is arguably narrow, Finders.com says that the report is based on a panel of 42 cryptocurrency experts. It shows that Bitcoin's price crash from April's all-time high didn't impact the long-term perspective of crypto professionals. The survey reveals that 50% of the respondents expect to see the moment that Bitcoin overtakes global finance, also known as the hybrid Bitcoinization, within the next 20 years. 1/3 of participants believe that the event will occur before 2035, while 44% predict that Bitcoin will never become the dominant form of global finance. El Salvador's move to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender is just the beginning of developing nations' adoption of Bitcoin as the primary currency. A majority of respondents say, that's a period, they say that. 33% of crypto experts expect the original cryptocurrency to become the most common form of money in developing countries within the next 10 years. Another 21% believe that we will see the adoption, but will take 10 years or more. But it'll take 10 years or more. One thing panelists agree upon is the environmental concerns surrounding Bitcoin mining. A whopping 93% of experts expect the green energy debate will continue to hurt Bitcoin, with 31% believing that energy consumption will significantly impact the price. Yet more than half the experts don't think moving to an environmentally friendly proof-of-stake model is the answer, despite the potential price repercussions, as 66% of the respondents called the proof-of-work model a necessary evil. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But finishing up, it says, in an exclusive interview, Kraken head of growth Dan Held told Cointelegraph that Bitcoin has a good chance of becoming the world's reserve currency, but it will take at least 10 years. He said that in developing countries, Bitcoin is mainly valuable for avoiding censorship, while in the Western world, Bitcoin is attractive as a hedge against a central bank's money printing. So that's the end of the article. Let's go back to full screen and let's discuss. I'm going to get some water because I don't know how Jebb does that. My voice is literally drying out because that was a long article. That was fun.
My eyes started watering in the last, so I was like, ooh, sheesh.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that, Smay? What's happening there?
Alrighty, guys. So I have to say, lately, I've had quite the roller coaster when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I mean lately as in the last couple months. Pretty much, especially Bitcoin, actually. I had a moment where I was super, super excited about it. And then a couple months ago, I was like, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it. Why? We can just deal with it, And then I've had this crisis in my mind of seeing the world around me just financially worse and worse off in the matter of just like months, right? COVID has just completely fast-tracked a lot of what we're already seeing with our dollar, right? The stimulus checks on it kind of fast-tracked that inflation, right? And I think with that kind of fast-tracking of the scary part of inflation, where now a lot of things that we used to be able to afford doesn't seem like we can really afford anymore. And a lot of these things that, used to be inexpensive are now looking more and more expensive, and so on. But the reality is also, a lot of people's pay is not really changing with the inflation, right? And that's a scary thought. And that's one of those things that when I see this, I never really realized how important Bitcoin was until I realized the problem that was kind of at hand, right? Like, I think as an investment, right, you can always get bored of an investment. If Bitcoin is just just another way to make money, right, kind of like a stock or so on, you can get bored of a stock. you can get bored of a pump coin, right? Because it's like, oh, it's not making you as much money, or it's gone down and I don't really care anymore. But the reality is, when you kind of look at Bitcoin as a solution to a problem rather than just an investment, you kind of get more excited about it, even in its downtime, because now you're not clinging yourself to price movements. You're clinging yourself to fundamental developments, right? You get more excited about seeing places like El Salvador exchanging it as money, not because that means your price is going to pump, which it could, but it's because you're seeing a culture now being able to benefit from what you see as a solution to the problem in your country, right? So in America, like, we're finding that the dollar is becoming more and more worthless, and we're struggling as a culture to find a solution to that. And obviously the government doesn't want to go with Bitcoin, because that's not their solution. Their solution is we can find ways to back the dollar better or so on. But that's just not the answer, right? So the answer for America is we have to start pushing that initiative ourselves. As a citizenry, we have to start, if we have a business, we need to start accepting Bitcoin. We need to start exchanging, like, so on. Like, this is like a grassroots movement that's going to eventually force the government. And to wrap kind of all that up, that's what excites me, is because I see that fire building up. I see that passion building up of saying, oh man, we need a solution to this problem. And I see, and that's why I agree with this, that I think, we could very well see in the next 20 years a complete shift over to Bitcoin, not because the government's going to do it for us, not because these governments are going to say, all right, let's do it. That's what they want. No, it's because eventually just people peer-to-peer are just going to start using it. And because they see, all right, I don't want to have worthless dollars anymore. Yeah. You know? And I think this is going to be, I'm so excited to see how the world kind of changes with that. And yes, I actually absolutely agree. In the next 20 years, we will see Bitcoin taking over, because Bitcoin is what people need.
I think even more importantly, that article kind of hits on the head of it. It's saying the developing countries. That's what it's talking about is, in the next 20 years, maybe all fiat currency, but it was talking about more immediately, meaning the next 5 to 10 years, is developing countries getting into it. More countries like El Salvador, where, man, I would imagine the majority of this audience, and I know there's a lot, I've seen people chime in from Malaysia. Today, I've seen people chime in from Africa, Europe, all over the place. So I understand this is not all United States citizens, but I would venture to think that probably the majority of our viewers are from the United States, where we kind of get a little spoiled when it comes to money. Well, we get a little spoiled when it comes to privileges. Like, I mean, if you lose your job, you can just go and apply for welfare, and you can just go apply for, different things to make money. And we, it's not a perfect system by any means, but I think those of you who are outside the United States, especially if you are living in a developmental country, you see it day to day, the problem with currency being decided and having only the government's best interest in mind, having this idea that the government can just print it and do whatever they want whenever they want. It's one thing when you live in a first world country and you live in a place like the United States or maybe like Britain or something, but it's a completely different thing when you live in a development country where it's like, no, every single day my livelihood is at stake because of the brokenness of my money. And Bitcoin is a saving grace to that problem. It is a form of solid money that will allow every individual, no matter where you came from, no matter what your background is, to actually become financially stable and accomplish financial freedom. Like, there are literally some places in the world where the whole system is rigged against you from the minute you breathe your first breath. And that is something that happens whenever one entity or a single entity has control over decisions like money. That is going to follow day in and day out. We just haven't hit it yet in the United States. But that's why I think Bitcoin's so important. And I agree. That's the other debate that people are having about Bitcoin. Will Bitcoin ever become full-out currency? Because we're seeing that happen in El Salvador, and I would love to see that happen. Or will we just see Bitcoin be what a lot of people call is the next and more upgraded digital gold, in which case you don't go to the grocery store right now and buy things with a block of gold. You buy it still with U.S. dollars. Yeah. But at one point, which was not that long ago, even though it's been a while, I think it was about 50 years ago, all of our U.S. dollars were still backed by gold. I don't think we're too far removed to be able to have a nice seamless transition back to that state. But that's the debate right now. Will Bitcoin ever become currency, or will it stay just an asset?
And I love that, because somebody even commented. They say, "Why would I spend my Bitcoin, an asset that's appreciating at 200% a year?" Well, guys, there's two kind of things to that, right? Like what you just said. maybe you won't end up exchanging with literally Bitcoin. Maybe you'll be exchanging with a derivative of Bitcoin, like a Bitcoin dollar or so on. You know, God forbid they call it a dollar, but you know what I mean. But also, guys, the thing is, where I'm at is, even if, obviously we're early, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin's very volatile. Eventually, it's not going to be skyrocketing by 200% all the time. The more it gets exchanged, the more it's going to kind of find its level and its area that's going to kind of stick around. But also also, even if that's not the case, even if Bitcoin's just going up by skyrocketing, right? Wouldn't you rather spend a currency that is appreciating every year rather than depreciating every year?
Yeah.
Right? I'd much rather be the problem, that my money is going up in value the longer I hold it than my money going down in value the longer I hold it, right? So, I mean, I think that's kind of a non-issue. That's where we're headed, and that's just how it is, right?
There was a comment just said here in chat saying retrace, but it's from Retrace NGO. He said it's rigged against you here in the U.S. too. The dollar's dying freaking lettuce that loses 4 to 6% every year. So the reason why Retrace, I agree and disagree with you, and Smay, chime in on this. Zach, if you want to say anything on this is too, we all deal with money every single day. The reason I disagree is because while I agree it is rigged against you, here's what I was saying is the problem is we have so many things that happen here in the U.S. like incentives. Like the minute you start realizing, oh, my money's messed up, someone says, oh, here, take a free handout as long as you stay happy. And like we're able to just pretty much quiet people's issues with the current money situation. I mean, even right now, like Smay was talking about last week, we're passing signs that has like, there's all these restaurants hiring people for $16 to $18 an hour. There's this push right now to just raise the minimum wage, in which case that makes them very, very happy. That makes them very happy to say, okay, the problem is I didn't have enough money, give me more money and I'll shut up, I'll be quiet, it's fine. Forget the fact that because I'm going to be paying you more than a higher minimum wage, my products is getting more expensive. And so, yes, the job's going to go from paying $10 an hour to $15 an hour, but the price of everything we're producing is going to go from $10 to $15 an hour. And actually, it probably is going to not go from 10 to 15. It's probably going to go from 10 to 18, 10 to 20. And even though we're paying the workers more, the cost of living will go up substantially to where it's still a deficit. So, Retrace, you're right. We are in a rigged system. It's just such a slow rigging system, and there's such a lack of education about how currency works that what's happening is every time we print dollars, we're just quiet. It's like putting a pacifier in the mouth of a baby. Yeah, you're not fixing a problem. You're just quieting the baby.
And you know what though? That's the scariest part of it, guys. Because the reality is a lot of people keep asking for these things. I'm asking for a higher minimum wage and all these things, which I kind of agree with. I agree that the current it's not scaling properly, right? But the reality is that, like you just said, right? Cost of living is just going to keep going up because everyone's scrambling. Right? Everyone's scrambling to have something that's worthwhile, right? And Bitcoin solves that, guys. Bitcoin becomes a stable asset that has a backing, right? That then, like, value is actually exists. It's not just a made-up thing that we're saying, right? So I think that's that it solves so many problems. And like you said, a lot of people are crying because these problems are ailing them, right? The baby's hungry, but you just put a pacifier instead of a bottle, right? So I think this is why Bitcoin is so important, because Bitcoin is the bottle. We need the bottle. We need the food. Yeah. So, yeah.
I agree. All right, let me move on. We're going to do some Bitcoin technical analysis. No Jebb today, but we're still going to take a look at the charts. So, Zach, if you want to go ahead and go to my screen. I already have it written up here. You guys can see last week we discussed on the channel. Jebb talked about how we are in a massive descending triangle pattern right here This is something you guys should know in technical analysis. And again, if you've ever been through CT2A or you've taken any course that teaches technical analysis, you will know this is actually pretty crazy that we would play this out all the way to this angle. Traditionally, we usually play these closer to 70%, so you would have seen this break bearish, maybe closer to right here where we tried, or maybe somewhere closer to right here. However, we are kind of playing this out to the very end. However, you'll also see, as I have drawn here with the red line, we are also in a descending wedge. So this means we have two different things we're looking at. We are looking at a massive signal or indicator saying that we are going to be breaking bearish, and we have a more temporary, shorter time frame signal saying we should be breaking bullish. So it is a question right now of what is Bitcoin going to do, because neither circumstance, neither descending triangles nor descending wedges are 100% certain that they're going to break the way they should. It's more like a 70, 60 or 70% chance. Again, triangle we break down, or the descending triangle we break down, and the descending wedge we break up. So this is something we definitely need to keep our eyes on. I have watched, though, this morning as the price dropped down into the 30,000s. We need to see what's happening there. But I want to switch over to a different chart that I have drawn up for a while now and give you guys a good look at what is happening here. So I'm going to zoom out. You guys can see it. So you guys are going to see symbols all over the screen. This is what I have been working on for a while now. You know, you guys never get access to what I'm doing. However, if you are familiar with the Wyckoff accumulation phase, you will understand exactly what is happening here. If you're not, then go give it a look, go take a picture, come back, watch this video again, and give it comparison. But one of the reasons why I have been a big proponent of saying that I believe we're still in phase B of the accumulation phase is because if you look at these lines I have drawn up, this is a common thing. You're going to see, this selling climax. And then this ST is pretty much, we're in a trading channel, a selling channel area. And we never are breaking above. We have this region up here, a region down here. We are consistently bouncing down to these lines, staying in these pockets and coming back up. What I believe we potentially are headed for, so I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth here. As this would say, I would put my money on us breaking bearish. I'm not ready to enter a trade just yet to short Bitcoin, but I'm kind of sitting on the fence, probably 60-40 in my mind, of thinking we're going to be breaking bearish, because if you look at what is happening with the accumulation phase, if you believe that we're still in phase B, we have not yet hit our spot where we would hit a spring. Now, what was the number that Jebb said last week he's predicting Bitcoin's going to probably jump down to? Right around 24, right? I wasn't on the show that day. Smith, do you remember the number he said? I think if I remember straight, I think it was like 24, 26. That would put us somewhere right around.
I think it was 26.
Right in this region. This dip is a good amount. Like, to have a successful spring, you don't just want to barely cross this line, this lower level of the selling climax. You want to drop a little bit below it before you see almost an immediate rise. Let me actually use my marker. I think we're going to see it bounce, come down here. Now, we're going to struggle with this resistance, but eventually break down closer to this 26, 25, as Jebb was talking about, before we start the resume to our bull run. I don't know if people can see that. Oops, I need to delete that one. This would make so much sense if you were looking at this and saying, okay, yes, we are in the Wyckoff accumulation phase. It also makes sense because we are looking at a descending triangle that, again, 70% of the time, while it doesn't always play it out this far, it does usually break bearish. But a couple other indicators and things we want to look at. Let me go and look at what's happening right here with MACD. We are seeing on the 4-hourly chart, because that's what I'm looking at, we're seeing actually a pretty severe bearish crossing happening right here. I think that that's kind of an indicator right there that, yes, we are heading down. Again, you look at the RSI too, and I believe if you look at it really closely, I think I went to the hourly chart. I know on Ethereum I definitely saw this. Let me look at this real quick. I'll look at the hourly chart real quick and look for divergence. We are seeing an uptick in volume right here. You guys can see on the hourly chart with this drop, which does mean I think that we're not going to see a quick drop. I think we're going to hang here for a second before we either bounce back up or continue down. But you will see if you're looking here. That was definitely Ethereum. So actually, at the moment, we are not seeing a RSI divergence on Bitcoin, but I do believe when we flip to Ethereum here in a little bit, we will see that. But ultimately, what I am seeing is we are on the hourly chart. Let me go back to the 4-hourly chart, because on the hourly chart, we're definitely in a position that people are going to want to buy. Yeah, so right here, 4-hourly chart, which traditionally is a chart that a lot of traders are looking at. The RSI is definitely well below 50, but it is not necessarily in a place that is in a large demand for people to go ahead and buy. So I could easily see this being a continuation of a descending track. The only thing to keep an eye on right here, and this is what I will say, the game of technical analysis is by looking at a lot of indicators and trying to piece them together and make a prediction. This has not finished fully playing out. However, if it does stop the way it is right now, we would see bullish RSI divergence, which would be an indicator of us resuming back upwards. So, Zach, you can go ahead and take me off full screen. Let me see. Were you paying attention to chat, Smith, to see if there's anything important happening in chat?
Jebb's here. I think that's Jebb, because it wasn't me.
Oh, is Jebb's in the stream?
Jebb's watching. Hello, Jebb.
What's up,
Hello.
Jebb?
We miss you, Jebb.
No, so for those of you who are newer to technical analysis, you guys will see all those things. that is something I keep an eye on. We're kind of in a phase. I was even reading an article this morning. Wasn't a big enough article to bring up on screen and talk about, but it was talking about how right now we are seeing not only the long positions start to shorten up in trading, we are seeing the short positions shorten up, meaning both the bears and the bulls are kind of entering we're not really sure what's about to happen right here. Let's go ahead and hang on. Let's wait and see. But we do know that someone over the weekend, and we should have brought this one up, there was an account that bought 30,000 Bitcoin, I think. So there are whales getting around this region. While I think that we will potentially go down to 26, there is a chance we won't go down to 26 simply because, as we've seen over and over and over and over again, without going back to the chart, this area right here around 30,000, 29,000 is the sweet spot for people to buy up a lot of Bitcoin. So we're in a position we got to wait and see. As far as predictions, Smay and I are not going to make predictions today without Jebb. So hopefully, if Jebb is on the show tomorrow, we'll make our predictions tomorrow. But I can tell you right now, this is going to be a very, very hard week to try to predict what's going to happen on Friday because, as you guys make fun of and joke about all the time, technical analysis is a game of, it could go up, it could go down. Well, a lot of times, at least you can percentage-wise say, well, it's a 70% chance it does this, a 30% chance it does this. Right now, it's kind of a freak. There's a lot of indicators arguing with each other, and it's really, really, really hard to predict what's going to happen.
That being said, ultimately, I'm going to read some super chats. All right, guys, so we have a super chat here from our good friend Matt C., and he says, just because you look like you need it, best wishes to Jebb.
Yes.
Best wishes to Jebb. Get better, Jebb.
Yes.
I need you. I need you better. All right. Then we have another one. We have from 4BY Grace.
4 by Grace, I think.
4 by Grace.
Yeah.
He says, Daily Jebbi Council Scripture, Romans 5:1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I added Savior in there. I don't know why. All right, guys.
Yeah. We have one more from Manny. From Manuel Ramos.
From Manny.
Yes.
Manny says, Smea here preaching the gospel of crypto with lots of emojis. Yes.
And we have one more that just came in, and it is from Bob. Bob says, in 1964, a quarter was 90% silver, and a gallon of gas was 25 cents. A 1964 quarter now is worth $3.50. How much for a gallon of gas today? And okay, so down here in Tampa, I think we're sitting at right under, or not Tampa. Why did I say Tampa? I was just in Tampa the other day. Down in Gainesville, we're here at we're just under $3, right?
I mean, I don't know.
It's like
we get just under $3.
Yeah.
We just crossed. Okay, we just crossed at 303.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
get gas
horrible.
on the way home.
Horrible.
Frickle.
All right, and also, guys, I just want to say because we are getting to the point where we're getting close to closing. Before we move on with any more stories, I do want to take a second to tell you guys something. Hold on, wait. Switch to Tim real quick. I need to do the stunt. Okay.
Well, we have one more story we have to cover. We do have one more story we have to cover. It's okay, Smay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We're gonna do.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
We gotta go super quick. All right. So this
was
is the other thing that people were talking about, and it happened over the weekend. Now, I think some people saw this coming, so I'm not going to say this is necessarily breaking news, but this is confirmation of maybe suspicions, and that is that Polkadot and Facebook. So, Smay, I know you're gonna want to talk about this. Polkadot and Facebook are partnering up. I'm going to read this really quickly again so we can move on. And that is this article here. It says, the decentralized application aiming to connect Facebook's DM blockchain with public network is partnering with node infrastructure provider PinkNode. In a Friday announcement, the Pontum Network said it would be working with PinkNode to provide a node infrastructure through the Polkadot ecosystem. The network is aimed at allowing developers to use a Polkadot parachain as a testing ground for their ideas before submitting them to the DM blockchain. According to Pontum founders Boris Povid, the partnership will improve Polkadot's current infrastructure as PinkNode provides reliable and secure API endpoints. The network added that PinkNode's code would allow Polkadot developers to connect their dApps through Kusama, while Pontum and PinkNode's team would provide critical infrastructure for Web 3.0 purposes. Last month, Pontum raised $4.5 million in seed investments for the project, allowing interoperable features developed in the ecosystem to be accessible through the DM blockchain. The project also recently hired new staff, including former BlockFi employee Alejo Pinto for the role of Chief Growth Officer. Many reports have stated that the Facebook-backed project is planning to launch its DM stablecoin pilot program sometime in 2021. The project was first announced by Facebook in 2019 as Libra, but quickly faced backlash from international regulators. It was rebranded to DM the following year. So, Smay, that's really big, because I know we talked about it like probably 2 weeks ago. And people did not like it,
Yeah.
but there had not been a lot of breaking Polkadot news.
No,
I know they've been working a lot, but this is the definition of breaking big, fundamental news for Polkadot.
I have to say, guys, did I not say this exact thing? I'm pretty sure the clip is up on the channel, guys. I literally said they're quiet because they're going to drop something big. And this is it. They dropped something big. And also, I just want to say, this is kind of big because remember a little bit ago, and this is a little bit of speculation. Warning, I'm about to say something speculative. All right.
What the heck? You just lifted the thing off.
Hold on. Jebb's not watching right now.
He is watching.
There we go. I fixed it.
Speaking of, he said,
how does he wrangle this
Jebb
every
sent
day?
a super chat saying, I did need it, thank you.
Anyways.
Jebb donated to himself.
Stop.
That's awesome.
Hold on. Now I'm back to my thing. Do I sound fine, Zach? Because I just wrangled
you sound
this.
fine. You sound
All right,
good.
so about 2 weeks ago, around the same time actually, we made a video, and this is speculative. I said that because Instagram is looking to get into NFTs and put NFTs on their app, that means that they're probably gonna have to build off of some kind of blockchain. And we guessed that it would probably be Ethereum since Ethereum is the biggest.
Yeah.
Could it be now that because they're already partnering with Polkadot, that the NFT platform they choose to build Instagram with could be Polkadot?
Yeah, we need to wait on that one.
We need to wait on that. That's speculative,
Yeah.
but also I just think this is huge for Polkadot, guys. Let's go.
Oh, I got bad news
Let's
for
go.
me.
What?
Jebb says you're fired again.
Again.
That's like the 8th time this week, and it's
Somebody
only Monday.
can somebody time Jebb out real quick? Somebody time him out. I'm in the seat of power right now.
Bob did point out, I did not read the end of his super chat. I want to give
let's
Bob
read the end of-
his
yeah.
finish because he said how much is gas today. Buying assets, silver, gold, and crypto preserves buying power over time. Absolutely. That's the other thing is that like while we do a lot of crypto, we would never well, I would say silver is one that I know is doing well right now, but I've watched the history of people investing in silver. That's something I've paid attention to, and it is not always profitable. It's actually silver is one of those things that continue to go up and down. But as far as investing in gold to fight inflation and have an asset to diversify, that is phenomenal. I completely agree with you, Bob.
Yep. All right. Is it time for the stunt now?
I think we can try the stunt now.
Okay.
yes.
All right.
We are doing a thing that has never been done on
You
Coffee
ready?
and Crypto
Go
Live.
to his screen.
I'm on his screen?
You're
Hold
on his
let
screen.
Let me pull
Move
up.
around.
I'll pull up my my chart.
Pull up the chart.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
You guys ready for this? We practiced this earlier.
Wait, you're going to my screen like he's looking at me or he's looking at that computer?
He's looking at your screen.
Okay.
All right. He's looking at your screen.
Hopefully this
now
works.
go to full screen.
Full screen.
Full screen. Now you're showing his face.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, it's a very good face.
Need to work on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
We can work on our timing.
All right. Now, hold on. Don't go to the screen yet. Now go to the screen. Do we see it? Is it working?
Are you on your chart?
No, I'm not
No,
on my chart. I'm
he's
on Reddit. I'm on Reddit. Is it not working?
It's not working.
Oh!
Wait, you have it fully plugged in. Hold on. Try it again.
Yeah, plug it in all the way.
I plugged it in all the way.
All right.
All the way.
Try now.
Are we good?
Hey, we're on the screen.
Yes!
Let's go.
All right. Let me pull up my pants. Let's get it going.
Ew.
All right, guys. You ready? We're going to do a little bit of a... Oh, my gosh. This stupid mic stand. Anyway.
Hey, guys,
It does
new
that on
meme.
Jebb,
New
too.
meme. New meme.
It does that
Meme
on Jebb
content.
too.
All right, guys. Sorry. Is everything situated now? All right. I'm going to look at some of these memes because I have to say something. You can go to full screen real quick. I want to talk to them real quick. Look at me, guys. Look at me in my eyes. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Some of these memes genuinely made me laugh.
There were some good ones.
Some of these memes genuinely made me laugh.
There
And
were
I have to
some good
say,
ones.
I'm very happy that you guys bounced back. Now, this is not over. Continue, because we're doing an actual meme review on Friday. So continue to pump the subreddit with good memes. Good memes and better memes, even better memes, allow us the opportunity to do cool stuff, right? So we want you to put good, cool memes so you could potentially win something. So come on, put some good memes in there.
There
But
were some good Tim memes.
there were some good team memes.
Yeah.
So to begin, I want to go ahead and highlight some of my favorite memes because I'm not going to go through all of them because we're going to do that on Friday. But I want to highlight some of my better memes. So you can go to the chart. I'm sure you're probably already there. That's right. That's my Padawan right there, baby. You know what? You're a Jedi Knight. I promote you.
Ew.
All right.
He's no longer a Padawan.
All right. So we have here, this one I thought was kind of funny because I just bought all new underwear because my underwear was all torn up. So this one says, my underwear watching me throw $200 into my Coinbase account. And it's like Spider-Man with the ripped face. That's a good one. All right. Next one. This one's kind of funny. Crypto last few months. Come on, do something.
Yeah. That was a good
That's a funny one. But now we're going to get to the good ones. We're going to see. Okay, actually, this one's kind of funny. I'm sure you're going to like this one, Tim. It's a picture of a guy pointing at a computer, and he goes, see that candle right there? That's an inverted zippity-doo with a kangaroo leg. It's bearish.
What? Oh my god.
We make all this up.
I will say
it's all made up.
I'm learning technical analysis, but that one's good because I will watch other people doing stuff and they'll just like throw out these random things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
we can make anything a technical indicator.
Yeah,
now.
no, guys, it's mostly made up. Anyways, next one. This one's kind of funny. Kind of crypto Tim in the live streams.
Oh my god.
Dunking. Kind of crypto Tim memes on the bench.
It's true.
Yeah,
I don't get to see it. Like literally, I'm 30 seconds behind, so I have to wait 30 seconds to see the
I will
pictures
say,
you're talking about.
but my favorite meme, I'm going to give you a second to catch up. My favorite meme is actually a Tim meme. So
Gosh.
I'm going to scroll to that meme now. All right. You guys ready? You ready? Boom. Tim's can have a little XRP as a treat.
I saw that one earlier.
This one is so good.
Oh my
This is such a good
gosh.
meme. You know what? I'm on Jebb's account, but upvote. If this was a competition right now, he would have won. Because this is a funny meme. This is a great meme. I love this one. But also, there's another good one here. There's one. Hey, Smay, I made this meme. I thought you'd get this crap out of my face. That's a good
That's just what it was.
That's a good meme.
Oh my god.
yeah.
All right.
And then
that
this
was
one's
fun.
super meta. I got to show you guys this one real quick.
last one?
From Far Impressions. I love this one. So he put a series of 3 memes. And you guys can see the example here about how I made fun of, and we as a team made fun of the memes last week that we thought they were bad, right? Well, he makes these memes where he goes, same thing, and then he, as a meta meme, in the last one he puts the little crow meme, and he goes, we make such bad memes on here. And it's me, Photoshop me, I say, boo, get better material. And then he's all sweating, and he says, can you imagine if our memes were actually funny? That's funny. I know you can't see it. I know that you can't see it.
I just love how like you said it like it was so big, and then it's like I wish that's the one thing about not having a live audience is like any type of comedy.
I don't know if people think this is funny.
You don't know if people think it's funny or not. But I love that you think it's funny.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I feel like a goob. Also, this one's Smay Energy. This is great. Anyways, you can go off my screen now. That's enough of this nonsense.
Yes.
Oh,
I think that is it for today. I know we didn't do a lot of technical analysis. Maybe we'll do some later today. I don't know. Depending on, I know Jebb. I think the fact that Jebb is commenting, I think he is done with his doctor's appointment. So Jebb, if you're listening, we got to talk afterwards. I don't know what the plan is, but we will definitely find a way to give you guys content, no matter what, whether Jebb is here, whether he's not. I think if he records, he'll be recording from home, but unfortunately, he does not have his laptop. So that is something that I think about and talk about here in a little bit. But one way or another, we will continue to give you guys everything you need to know about crypto this week. And just because Jebb is gone does not mean that we go away. I am hoping you guys were entertained by this. Smay, what do you think? Do you think they enjoyed this stream?
I hope they did enjoy the stream.
Well, one thing is, and we did not do a good job of saying this throughout the whole stream, is we had I think about 1,200 concurrents at one point, which is pretty good for no
Pretty
Jebb
fine.
here.
I
We
will
only
say-
have 378 likes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, do me a favor, right? I'm a little insecure. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here in Jebb's chair, right? So I'm a little insecure. So please hit that like button to let me know that you think I did a good job today, and that made me very happy. That made me happy, right? All right, and also, Jebb, I don't know why you're in the chat saying the memes weren't up to snuff. I thought the memes were fine. Now some of them weren't great, but some of them were funny. So continue to do what you're doing, guys. Put the funny memes in the subreddit to impress Jebb now at this point, because you impressed me. Now you just got to impress Jebb, right? All right. Anyways,
I think any meme that makes Smay laugh automatically should go to Facebook. Or Instagram.
Instagram. We post them on Instagram?
We should automatically, if it makes, that's the thing. You will know if Smay laughs because it will be posted at least on a story on Instagram.
You know what? No. Even better. I'm just going to make like a curated Instagram account that you can just go check, and it's going to say, these memes made Smay laugh. And they'll just be any memes. and you'll
my
see
gosh.
what I laugh at.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to do that, by the way, guys, but I just wanted to put the idea out there.
Speaking of social media, make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. Go help that. It's a very fast growing channel, all three of those. So make sure if you have not already subscribed, if you have not already joined and followed, whatever else you do on all those apps, make sure you go do that. Also, if you are interested in a project, we did not discuss it today. We'll make sure to do something tomorrow. But if you're looking for an indicator that helps with trading, go with the link down below. Go sign up for Lux Algo. It is very, very helpful. It also, a part of that goes to provide and help support this channel. So if you love this channel, if you love Jebb, if you want Jebb to get better, make sure first go follow us on social media and then go get Lux Algo, and you will not regret it one bit. So, that's all I got. I'm going to turn it over to you because you are the closer.
All right, guys. All right. Remember, guys, like the stream. Like the stream today. Let me know that I did a good job. This might have just been a preview for the Smay Show. This might have been the preview, but it's probably going to be better than that. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching today. I'm glad you hopefully enjoyed the show. Make sure you share this stream with people you love. Like, follow, subscribe, all the things. Make sure that you support Tim because Tim's can have a little XRP as a treat. And make sure that you guys just send all the love to my friend Zach over here. He's done a fantastic job producing the stream today, guys. I want to see all the love in the chat as we close the stream out. But without further ado, I messed it up. All right, hold on. Let me try this again. And anyway, guys, that'll do it for today's stream.
Do you remember what he said?
No. I'm going to do my own. I'm going to be original. All right, guys. I love you guys. Peace.